Father of Peace. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another exciting video. And yes, we are once again covering Father of Peace.
Hello, world.
A few moons ago, a giant wave of joy carried us to the new continent.
But a wave cannot be contained.
We made a promise.
We will come.
I'm gonna come if you're not careful enough.
So now, we follow the flow across oceans.
As we are leaving the rock to find others who see the sun.
Yep, it's happening. A global madness. Band, we are coming to you.
So, will you join us?
Well, thou father, thou father, the music band. So I've had a few comments pop up a few times now regarding certain standpoints on the current political agenda, specifically since Father of Peace are an Israeli band. I realised to check their posts, but about 10 months ago, they had posted their standpoint on the whole situation. We'll just put them up here, and with one of their songs backtracking it, and you guys can just have a read as it flicks through. And I'll just be here, waiting down the corner. I'll just shrink myself down. I'll be in the bottom here just waiting for you guys.
No, I don't wanna go back to hell. I need a little time for myself. And watch the sunrise by the ocean. Dream about how far we gonna go, my friend. No complaints, my life, and no drama. Don't put glitter on my pajama. One of those days I go to my mama. Here's what I gotta tell her. Fuck my life. My head's not right. Let's get high tonight. What the hell? My tongue got me singing like a dream. No, I don't wanna go back to hell. I need a little time for myself. I watch the sunrise by the ocean. Dream about how far we gonna go, my friend. Everybody's afraid of hard times as we face the change in our minds. My God, I need me with you, dear love. I need me with you. We can do a little switch next time. You'll sing the tune and I'll follow. Nobody's gonna ever define what we've been through.
So yeah, you guys seem to enjoy Father of Peace just as much as I do. I seem to be thoroughly obsessed. That's why I'm kind of disappointed that I can't go and see them in Sydney or Melbourne while they're here in Australia. Situations are situations. I'll try and catch them the next time they come around.
In my family, there's a person that I believe is a Persian, Trojan, an insertion by the author. I don't want to spoil the ending, but you know how it goes.
Could do something with tax. Maybe I could. See if a friend wants to go. Could do that. Maybe. Maybe. It's just one of those situations. It's kind of hard in this day and age to organise everything. Trying to get tickets. I think they still got tickets available. They got plenty of tickets. There's a whole list. I'll put the list up of their world tour. We'll just override the screen. So that's the list there. You can see the 3 locations they start off at. They completely sold out. That's this month's. And you've got through the rest of the months, the rest of the year. Any of those yours, go hit them out. Go check them out. Tell them Pickle sent you. I would love to try and get some hype behind my coverage of Father of Peace. It would be kind of funny if, I think they've watched my videos and I've like reached out to them a little bit on the socials, just kind of communicating, and I'm hoping they're enjoying these videos if they do watch them. I had if you've seen that, there's like 3 other videos where I covered the first band, like when the band first kind of had their little thing for a year, and then April left, and then May joined, and then there was all that debacles about AI and I mean, I kind of get it now. I kind of get it with their latest song, the XL Tires. It's the lyrics seem way out there.
Of course, you run me over with XL tires. Of course, you run me over with XL tires. Of course, you run me over with XL tires. Of course, no source. I got the thing you should try.
I mean, it's such weird lyrics, but it's still a banger. Like, I'm still bopping to it. I mean, it sounds still like a beat. So, yes. Father of Peace, yeah. What? I mean, this is just kind of another roundup. I didn't think I was going to do a roundup, but people, like I said, people were asking about political stuff, and I like to try and avoid political stuff, but I'm passing information forward for you guys. Like I said, people commented in the comments, being like, what's this? And someone's like, here's this, check that out. So I love the community for you guys. You know, the community is keeping everyone in loop, so it's not just me, which is great. So thank you all. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'll keep cover on the eyes of Father of Peace as we keep going forwards. And if I do manage to get a chance to go see them, I'll update you there and see if I can try and hook something up. Who knows? I'm not a miracle worker here. I'm just a YouTuber, a little tiny YouTuber. So tiny. Yes. But thanks for watching. As always, stay pickled, everybody. Until next time. I run you over with XL tires, of course! Of course! I'm gonna run you down with XL tires, of course! Of course! I don't know why I'm singing the song, I must just cut out, of course! Of course! It will just cut to their version instead, but you know, of course! Of course! I'm gonna make myself look like a fool because of course! Of course! Gonna get some there now, XL tires, of course! Of course! They're kind of the same size as my shirts are XLS, of course! Of course! I don't know why I'm singing this chorus, of course! I'm gonna come if you're not careful enough. Ow.